August has got to be my favorite month of the year for all the right reasons, including my birthday. Feel free to wish me a happy birthday down below because I celebrate my birthday all month long. Yeah, I'm like that. Anyway, Burt Beebe here at HQ HoneyBeeMade on Route 352 in Big Flats, New York, with a long overdue community, customer, and club member update. So thank you for being patient with us. As you can imagine, we're extremely busy. We're working our tails off to make things happen. All of these things happen all at once. So thanks for being patient. Anyway, let's talk about three things. Let's talk about our garden, let's talk about our bee yard, and let's talk about our building. And so let's talk about the garden. Our resident gardener, Dean, has been busy at work helping us out with that. It's been a great experiment this year, and I'm looking forward to next year because it's gonna be even better. Here's what we've planted this year that took on us. We've got some zucchini out there, we have tomatoes, cucumbers, some pumpkins, and we have some sweet corn. And what I found out just the other day, and I have video footage of this, is that honeybees are gathering nectar from the tassel of the sweet corn. I had no idea. We planted buckwheat this year. The bees were all over the buckwheat this year, and I've got some video footage right here on our honeybees working the buckwheat. Also, we have like 3 or 4 varieties of sunflowers out there this year, and they seem to be like a main attraction. People are stopping by wanting to get their picture taken with them, and we're pretty excited about that. Usually everybody is leaving with a couple of sunflowers to take with them as a souvenir. As you can see here, we've got these yellow sunflowers, and we totally have honeybees working those sunflowers, so that's pretty exciting. We also have chocolate sunflowers, and we have sunflowers that haven't even blossomed yet, so I'm looking forward to getting some pictures and video footage of that and get that out on social media. And oh, but hey, before I forget, well, if you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, boy, we'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button. Anyway, moving on, sunflowers. So what we're planning next year, since the sunflowers did so well, is we're going to expand our sunflower field next year. I think that's a nice draw for our for headquarters here. So that's pretty cool. Our bee yard, we have about 40 beehives out in our bee yard, except for 3 or 4 of them. They're all owned by club members. But the 3 or 4 of them that are out there are owned by people who want to have honeybees but don't have a place to put them. So we allow them to have honeybees here on our property behind an electric fence, and hopefully that'll be a nice deterrent for our resident bears. So far, so good. Anyway, so that's our bee yard. And remember, all those bee boxes out there that are so colorful, they were painted by our Big Flats Elementary School art students. And we do have a few out there that were painted by a homeschool group in Steuben County. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to our building. And that's been quite the attention grabber for people driving by here on Route 352. Let's walk in the front door, and as you walk into the front door, this is going to be our gift shop, and which is really cool. When you look straight ahead against that wall, what I envision is kind of a kid zone. It'll be painted with honeycomb and maybe some bees, flowers, and then right smack in the middle of the wall we'll have an observation hive where you can see the bees actually working inside a colony, which is kind of pretty cool. And as we turn around to the right a little bit, and behind me, behind the camera here, we are going to have that's going to be closed off behind me. It's going to be a wall, except for 2 locations. We're going to have 2 bay windows, for lack of better words, looking into our extraction facility, which is going to be pretty cool too. So we're going to be extracting basically 3 times a year: spring, summer, and fall. And fall being our biggest production. We're really looking forward to that because we're going to probably be open on weekends. Well, we'll be open on weekends, but we're going to put a sign out front that says honey extraction today between noon and 3 for say, and I'll bet a lot of people are going to want that raw honey coming right out of the spigot, right on the spot, and it's a pretty cool thing. Let's see, so we talked about the garden, the bee yard, and our building. Don't forget August 20th, I know I'll date this video, but August 20th, which is like a week and a half away, is our first annual Honeybee Day celebration right here at HQ on Route 352. We've got several vendors that are going to be here. We're going to be selling honey, maple syrup, and you know, before I go, there's one other thing. We made a connection with Finn Academy the other day. A second grade teacher came down and toured our facility and our bee yard and our garden, so that's going to be an exciting connection right there. I think we're going to be working with the students of the Finn Academy in Elmira. So I think that's about it. Oh, I almost forgot. When you walk out the back door, and here's some video footage of it. When you walk out the back door, I'm going to approach an area where it's staked out with 4 wooden stakes. Surprise coming up for our community. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, but we need approval, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, and that's going to be a nice addition. What we're creating there is going to be a nice addition to HoneyBeeMade. So I thank you very much for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we'd greatly appreciate it if you would. And stop on by and take a walk on the bee side.